So if I want to accomplish more, first thing that I got to know is that it's out there and you can grab it. Because if you don't realize that, then you don't even look for it, right? Like, in order for you to leverage opportunities, you got to be able to look for opportunities. So entrepreneurs that are listening, the business owners that are listening, what are a few areas? Like, I can tell you a lot of the people that I have here that are listening to this, they have an e-commerce brand, for example, and they haven't been able to scale a team. They have maybe 2 to 3 guys working with them, and they got some virtual assistants, and they're looking for some marketing strategies for scale. But if they want to build a team and they want to start building all these processes so they can actually get their information that help them build the success. Like, I have a client of mine, she literally built her business from zero. She's been with me for years. She's a student mostly, to $1 million in revenue a year. She doesn't have any staff. She does it herself. Let's say that she wants to expand and she wants to start building an organization. She wants to build a brand that goes beyond just one person. What would be the roadmap that you would recommend for somebody like her?
I'd say that when you dive in and look, and you really look, like, we can make assumptions. You know, we as owners, we can feel, you know, we can have a finger on the pulse of our organization. We can kind of know. But when you start to get above a certain size, you start to get into a realm of sometimes you don't know, but you think you know. And so the thing is if you're trying to push beyond that level and it's not happening, there's a reason why. There's some stop or barrier that you haven't figured out yet. And so I think getting help sometimes from an outside perspective that can help identify, like, hey, where is the pain point or issue? And I'll give you an example. We run into this a lot with guys, and I know you have too, because I've seen some of the content that you've put out and talked to people about in seminars you've delivered. Many times people are trying to build their entire living from a product-based company on one channel. Like, you can be an amazing Amazon seller, and that's great, but that's not a product-based company. That's you're an Amazon store, which is amazing.
It's not your platform. It belongs to Amazon.
You're in their playing field.
They control it.
They control the rules, and if they change the rules and you don't like it, well, that just kind of sucks for you.
If they don't like you, they can shut you down. That's the way it is.
Totally. And so being reliant on any single way of your whole livelihood is based on that one channel. That one makes literally no sense. And so what I would say for a person who, because that kind of situation you're talking about is probably more about the fact that somebody is doing really well selling through one channel. Like, when you're talking about that size and no staff and all the rest of it, it means they're probably focused on one channel, which is really, that's great. Hey, congratulations. First of all, building $1 million business, the vast majority of people never do.
It's amazing.
So congratulations. However, if you step back and treat your business like a retail business, that's what you actually are. You sell products to consumers. Step back and look at how you can expand into every channel that you can get on without spreading yourself too thin. So yeah, don't go and open up 19 at once and, you know, get totally overwhelmed. Keep doing the successful things that you're doing. But I know that's something that AGM helps people with a lot too. Is like, hey, you want to open up in these other channels, but do it right. Get some horsepower behind you to help you straighten these things out. In our case, all we're doing is plugging in to help somebody solve the problems that they're faced with right now. And we don't have to be the only ones to help solve the problem. Sometimes there's clients that we have mutual clients, and that's amazing. And it works great because they're going to use AGM for solving this whole set of problems. And I am totally confident that when they're working with you guys, that good, you're going to help solve that whole section of things. So we're going to focus our attention on these other things, you know. But I would just say, for that situation you laid out, a company is doing $1 million and it's one person, I could guarantee you they're selling on one channel, and that's amazing. But they really need to start to branch out into how do you sell more outside of that.
And here's the thing to complement that thought. It really also depends on the ambition that the person has and the dreams. Yep. Let's say that this person is like, well, all I wanted to do is, I just wanted to build a business that allows me to have the quality of life that I want. Yep. I don't really care about building a legacy. I don't really care about building a massive organization or have a lot of employees. From the start, I wanted to have a big organization. Yep. I'm a people person. I enjoy having other people around me. I enjoy building an organization of people because they become my family and they become an extension of me, and it's just so much more fun. But let's say that you are a person, guy, girl, selling $1 million a year, putting in your pocket $400,000 after all the expenses, and you are happy. Well, congrats.
Seriously.
Absolutely amazing, right? Like, you are able to have the life that you want. You want to buy the cars that you want. You want to have the vacations that you want. All of it is great. So it's really about what you want and what are your goals. Like I know Raffy and I also share common goals of like helping our church. We want to help disseminate our church and help a lot more people because there's a lot of troubles in this world. Sure. So we want to help people. So it really does depend, because in order to help, having energy, financial energy does help. It's the way it is. If I want to put a billboard in place, I need to pay money to put that billboard in place. If I wanted to buy a television campaign or print a magazine or buy a campaign on Facebook or YouTube, I need money. Yep. So money does help us accomplish those goals. So long story short, it really does depend on what your goals are. So if I want to accomplish more, first thing that I got to know is that it's out there and you can grab it. Because if you don't realize that, then you don't even look for it, right? Like in order for you to leverage opportunities, you got to be able to look for opportunities. So once you realize that, then you're going to start looking at what opportunities to take advantage of. If you're enjoying this content, please go ahead and subscribe. Help me comment below and let me know if you have any questions about marketing. And I'm on a mission to help as many of you as possible conquer the marketing world. So help me out. Subscribe, hit that button, hit that bell, get notified. Go ahead and subscribe right now.